Hi, everybody. I hope all is well. Welcome to AJD Consulting. I wanted to do a brief video because I haven't done one of these in a while. And it's a new year for most people. I like to think that the new year starts in spring. Spring is the best season. I'm biased, all of that. But I wanted to go on my website today and just share some of my services that are here. And I will use this time um, to sort of share that, I am in my dissertation phase. I cannot believe how fast these years have gone by. I feel like I just started as a student, taking two classes a semester, three semesters, so a total of six classes a year. And I cannot, it's just hard to fathom, but I'm so happy and so grateful. And I am doing a dissertation in a non-traditional way. It is called a strategic research project. It is a research capstone. That's the best way for me to describe it. I am literally going into an organization and giving them feedback as a consultant, which is what I already do. So that is why I chose Nova Southeastern University as my school of choice for my doctoral program. Because when I saw the SRP, I said, yes, this is for me. This is what I've already been doing. I took a few classes at the University of South Florida, and one of them was a consulting class. And at the end of that project, I had to, it was a project management and consulting class, and I had to give a full everything, a full report of my organization. What are some like areas of growth and what are my solutions? So since I already did that project, and then once I found out about the SRP, I knew I'm like, okay, I have to do it this way. So again, this is just me going off on a tangent, but as you can tell, I'm so excited to write, to share, to do all those things. And so, um, I will do future episodes about my process as well as just what is the social understanding around it because I don't feel like people understand what it's like to write and research all day, every day, and your availability may change. And so that means some of your relationships may change. And so please prepare for that because one person who just recently, about a year ago, got their degree. They're a doctor, and they told me a little bit. But they told me like last month, and then during that same month, toward the end of the month, I experienced it. And I'm like, I wasn't ready. I didn't think it was gonna happen that soon. Like I haven't even started writing yet. But anyway, let's go on my website. Alrighty. I really, 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 really wanted to highlight that Paving the Way, advice for first generation college students and professionals, is almost 1 year old. It's already a year old as far as me publishing it, but for it being offered to the world, the date is February 1st. And so with that happening in a couple weeks, I just want to remind everybody if you haven't gotten your copy yet, please do. Um, it's so funny because I'm like, how did this year go by so fast? It took me 2 years to write it, and it's not a long book at all, but I was overthinking it. And again, going back to my dissertation process, I feel like I'm doing the same thing now, like overthinking it, wanting it to be perfect. Oh, I see a typo, or oh, I would have said it differently now. And that's the fun thing about writing. You can write another book. You can always revise. You can always edit. You can always. That's why I have a platform like this to where I can address and have conversations and discuss all these things as well. So I am definitely looking forward to celebrating and excited to celebrate my book. I don't have one related to this topic coming up anytime soon, but I'm always open to speaking at conferences, speaking at different organizations, speaking to young adults, high school students, wherever you want me to be, reach out to me and I will do my best to be there, whether it's virtual or in person. And so Let's go and explore the website. If you haven't been here yet, please go to AliaJDegs.com, and this is where you will find out all of the things, right? All right, so here is who I am, the work that I do. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the podcast. And here are my specializations, which I will get more into. Here's some of my portfolio. These are topics and different things that I have been a guest speaker at, whether it's in my birth name or my current chosen name. Um, yeah, just doing things. These are some of the books that I've contributed to, more speaking engagements, being featured in different newsletters. Here's some of my independent research on Black women, historically Black women's colleges. I was featured on different podcasts. Shout out to Fem Touring. This is also me speaking, more written contributions, speaking engagements. I can't believe that is what, 7 years ago almost? It's insane. So yeah, those are just some things, right? And then you can book a free consultation with me, just kind of like, hey, I want to speak about I am in graduate school or I'm looking to go to graduate school and I don't know what to do. Or I want to go to undergrad and I don't know what to do. And then we have speaking engagement requests, early career success coaching, career transition coaching, undergrad, college coaching. Those are some of the things that I have going on here. All right, so about me is further details. Y'all can read that for yourselves a little bit later. But I wanted to highlight the areas of my expertise, right? So I have holistic wellness, where there's affirmations, mindfulness, self-care. I will add body movement, like making sure you are physically getting up and move your body. Even if you work at a desk 8 hours a day, getting up every 15 minutes just to walk. If you have an office, to get up from your desk, walk to the door, walk back a few times, just to get that body moving. Because sitting down all day, you're not, it's not healthy. A lot of us are hunched over, wrists hurt. No, let's get up. Let's move. Let's, even if you have to jog in place, do something like that. Also, development, coaching, mentorship, supervision. And then we go into higher education. This can be conversations around academic initiatives and other faculty engagement programs, college admissions, whether that is undergrad college admissions or graduate school college admissions, housing and residence life, minority serving institutions, and study abroad. Then we go into workplace culture, professional identity development, staff recruitment, training, and retention. So important, right? How do we retain people, right? And on that topic, I want to say that, retention is a two-way, it's a mutual, what's the word I want to, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's a two-way street, right? Is the organization doing everything that they need to do to retain? And then also as an employee, do you even want to be retained? Like, let's be honest, y'all. We're not having honest conversations, right? Because sometimes, for depending on who the person is, they are there just to pay their bills, and that is fine. They just want to pay their bills and move on until their desired job comes along. So in that sense, retention, it is what it is, right? But more importantly, are organizations doing what they need to do to actually try to hold on to great workers? Or are you treating everybody like the person who just want to be here for a limited amount of time? So I think organizations have to set a standard of this is how I'm going to treat my employees. This is how I'm going to train middle management to um help what's the word? I'm losing words today, y'all. Too much writing. Um, but in my training, that middle manager or those middle management positions to then go out and implement our goals, dreams, and visions, right? Our mission. right? Because leadership can have these great ideas, these grand ideas. They think like, yeah, we're gonna do this, but is it being implemented properly? And are you training those? Are you training folks? You can't just put somebody in a position and just think that they're gonna just rock it out the first try. No. It takes about, I would say, 3 years for someone to truly understand their job. Your first year, you're learning, you're making mistakes. Second year, you're learning from your first year. You're trying to add your little seasoning into it a little bit. You're trying to take some ownership if you are allowed to. Then third year, you're like, I'm a rock star. I know exactly what to do, when to do it. I know what all these different things. I have some historical and institutional knowledge now. I've seen a few people come and go. I've had either um, some additional task now, like I'm being seen as a leader. So, so yeah, that looks different. That's going to look different, right? So again, I just want to go back to making sure the organization understands that you have a responsibility to the people you hire. Because if not, you're going to continue to constantly be in this hiring cycle that never ends. I know in higher education, there used to be hiring season. Now there's no more seasons. It's hiring every day, every week, every month, right? And then, of course, last but not least, first generation college students and professionals. Again, that's what my book is about. That's all the things. So I have one-on-one professional coaching, speaking engagements. If you want any project support or if you want me to, you have any publication requests. If you need help with stuff, if you want me to be a guest, all of those things. So story, of course, we have my book. We also have the ebook available, and then I have the workbook, the professional identity workbook available. And then last but not least, our podcast. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe, come, and yeah, this is what I do, y'all. If you had any questions about what does she do? Um, Another thing with the services, um, I don't think I touched on this a little enough, but okay, again, we have different coaching services. So we have our early career coaching, like this is my first job. I don't know what I'm doing. What should I be doing? Right? 4 sessions, an hour and a half each session for $280 currently. Prices may change and vary, but this is the early career. If you are transitioning to a new location, a new career, a new title, you just need some advice, or you want to apply for a new position but don't know how, I'm your girl, right? And then also, I want to discuss undergraduate college coaching. I can't tell you how many high school students I interact with, and their parents are like, "Can you help us? Can you help us? Can you help us?" And I'm like, "Sure, let me know." So these are all 4 sessions. All of my coaching is 4 sessions with opportunities for feedback and just communication up to a year. So, yes, thank you all so much. I am your girl. Thank you. Welcome to AJD Consulting, and I will talk to you later. Bye.